G'day and welcome to the show.
And welcome to sunny Queensland.
Our mates from Lotus Caravans have asked us to come up here, pick up their latest and their greatest, and travel from Brisbane all the way to Fraser Island with them.
And we're here at Brisbane RVs doing just that, and I must say they look pretty cool. I can't wait to show everyone at home
What's up, Downunder?
It's time to see this land of wonder. It's time to go and see what's up down under. What's up down under.
Over 4 episodes, the Lotus Caravans journey will take us from Brisbane to the doorstep of the Glasshouse Mountains in Mapleton. Then over to the Sunshine Coast, where we settle into the beautiful town of Noosa.
From Noosa, we head further north to Harvey Bay and then cross the Great Sandy Strait to Fraser Island and put the Lotus Caravans off-grids to the test.
Along with the off-grids, we also get to tow the all-new Tarmac.
The Tarmac is Lotus Caravans' road touring model, and along with their unique look seen on the off-road caravans, the Tarmac is built and designed specifically for the Australian highway.
But first, we needed the keys to our Lotus Caravans, and Steve from Brisbane RVs was kind enough to help us out. We headed straight to Brisbane RVs to pick up our Lotus Caravans, where we saw Brendan and Steve and the team there. They were all really lovely. The caravans looked so good. I loved the bright colours, and it was certainly exciting to pick them up and get on the road.
Brisbane RVs specialise in sales and service of Lotus Caravans and are located in Burpengary on the Bruce Highway. Brendan and Steve set us up with the new on-road model, the Tarmac, and 2 colourful off-grids that we'll take to Fraser Island later in this series.
The staff there, nothing was too much trouble. You know, there was a couple of little things. I had the wrong tow ball on. We're running the DO35 couplings on the off-grids, and I turn up with a 50mm ball, no problem.
From there, the journey began. We were on the road and looking forward to what lay ahead.
People were driving past me on the 4 lanes, giving me the thumbs up, and I'm thinking, I'm a good-looking guy, you know.
Well, I was lucky enough to travel from Brisbane all the way through the hinterland of the Sunshine Coast with Macca, and we were towing the bright green Lotus Caravan behind us, which was just awesome, and we saw everybody watching us as we drove up the highway because you can't miss it.
Driving along the winding roads was a ripper. There was so much to see, you just can't beat the views and little townships you go through. In no time, we made it to Mapleton and pulled into the Lily Ponds Caravan Park, our first stop and home for the night. I sat down with the manager, Andrew Charlton, and found out a little bit more about the park and what to do when you visit Mapleton.
Andrew, Sunshine Coast, got a picture in my head. People frolicking on the beach and all this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But this is the Sunshine Coast. This is amazing.
I know it is. Everywhere you go, you can stop up, beside the road, and then just look out, and you can have views from Caloundra all the way up to Noosa.
Is that what brings people to the park?
Yeah, it does, very much so. And also the peace and tranquility of the area as well. Like everybody knows that the Sunshine Coast is hustle and bustle, and it is all about beaches and that sort of thing. But a lot of people come and base themselves up here because it is much quieter. It has a very much a village atmosphere, yet you're still only half an hour away from everywhere.
So what facilities have you got here in the park for people that choose to stay here?
Firstly, we've got some powered sites for all shapes and sizes. We've got drive-through sites and then grass-powered sites. Camping facilities in amongst some avocado trees. We've also got a range of cabins which come in all shapes and sizes with bunk beds and kitchens and all that sort of thing. We also back onto a great park which is just over here, which is Lily Ponds Park, which has got skate bowl and a flying fox and all sorts of other things for families. A pool.
Where's the favourite spot for people with kids? Where do they do their day trip to?
Well, you definitely got to go and do Australia Zoo. It's fantastic.
Righto, I'll go and check that out.
Good on you.
I am never one to knock back some local knowledge, so here we are at the biggest attraction in the area.
That's right, we've arrived here at the Australia Zoo, which I've never been to, and I'm super keen to check it out. So come on, Macca.
Crikey.
So we saw some American alligators at the zoo, and there was also an alligator named after yours truly, Alison. We caught up with Mark Turner, who was the cub raiser of the little baby Sumatran tigers, and they were gorgeous. He told us all about the breeding program that they have at the zoo and how important it is to keep the wildlife alive.
The biggest thing we do is work with a conservation program over in Sumatra, and it's a very successful program, and we've been assisting them and supporting them for over 10 years now.
How does the breeding program work? What's like your goal?
Well, obviously we want to continue to keep the bloodline strong in captivity. That's really what it's all about.
Well, thanks for taking the time to show it to us, mate. I really appreciate it. It's been fantastic.
The zoo offers tram cars to help you get around the large complex, which we took full advantage of.
That was cool. I wonder what's next.
I don't know. It could be anything. So much here to see and do.
Here we see them in their natural habitat.
Bush turkey.
There's nothing, it's the gardener. Stop calling him names. So 1 minute we're in Sumatra, and the next we find ourselves in Africa. Well, there you go. It's feeding time at the zoo. Now, there's plenty of unique things to see here at Australia Zoo, but this exhibit behind us is extremely unique.
That's right. It's got giraffes, zebras and rhinoceroses. It is the only multi-species exhibit in the whole of Queensland.
Pretty cool.
Let's go have a look at the rhinos.
Australia Zoo is obviously a legacy to Steve Irwin, and his family are still running the zoo, and it was really inspiring to see how much work that the Irwin family actually do for animal conservation and raising funds and awareness for animals that are endangered.
A key focus at Australia Zoo is its breeding and conservation programs, which help to raise awareness of endangered animals living in the wild, which is great news because you get to see babies like Humphrey the rhinoceros.
I could have stayed longer and gazed out at these amazing animals, but there's so much to see, so we were off again. We are having a great time here at Australia Zoo, aren't we, Macca?
We certainly are. So you guys stick around, because straight after the break we're going to show you plenty more.
What's up, down under?
Welcome back, and as you can see, we're still at Australia Zoo, where we continue to bump into all sorts of characters.
Wings! So handsome. Good boy. We'll be late for photos.
When you visit Australia Zoo, no need to pack a picnic because there's plenty of food and drink options. I decided to get a bite to eat with the crew, and Macca met up with some of the Indigenous animals in the kangaroo enclosure.
Hello, miss. Would you like something to eat? Hmm? Hmm? Want something to eat? Within a couple of seconds, I had her eaten out of my hand.
The zoo prides itself on the natural setting they've created, which allows visitors to learn and observe the animals in a relaxed and beautiful setting.
Pick up a couple of birds, move on. Australia Zoo was just, it's come so far, and it's all about looking after animals. You know, there's no doubt that Steve Irwin's not with us anymore, but he is not disappointed with what they have done with that zoo. And he has certainly been remembered, and his legacy continues. His family have done a fantastic job.
Well, it certainly helps to have a great caravan if you want to have a great holiday. And here's Macca to show us what's new from Lotus Caravans, the all-new Tarmac.
For many years, the name Lotus Caravans has been synonymous with quality, hardcore off-road caravans. But if your dream involves you just simply sailing down the bitumen, up until now, they haven't had a range for you. But ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the all-new Lotus Tarmac. This on-road model kicks off at the front with a standard coupling, couple of gas bottles, but it's got an extended drawbar. The guys and girls at Lotus Caravans know it's your caravan, not theirs, so it's a blank canvas. You option it up how you want it. The Tarmac's got you covered with everything you've come to expect from Lotus Caravans, like Dometic European double glazed windows, 16-inch wheels, everything sits on top of a G&S chassis, you've got independent suspension under that, a Dometic awning so that somewhere in the afternoon you can sit in the shade. The Tarmac still has that unique modern Lotus look. Down here, you've got the checker plate protective armour because stone chips are still possible on the road. Above that, we've got the composite aluminium cladding. Very nice. which takes us inside where you'll find all the luxury you've come to expect. We've got modular, modern look furniture, Italian leather dinette set. There's a lightweight acrylic cabinet doors, and all the bench tops come from Top Form, which is a brand that always delivers quality. We've got modern appliances that run on 240 volt and gas. There's a washing machine, aircon, Dometic fridge, gas and electric hot water service, a fusion entertainment system, a queen size bed when it's time to put your head down, which covers up some lift up storage. There's a separate ensuite for your toilet and your shower, and the shower is a one-piece module, plus a fold-out table. Righto boys, time to stop playing in the dirt, get back out on the road with Lotus Caravan's newest model, the Tarmac. For more information, just go to lotuscaravans.com.au.
I'm here at the Maleny Botanic Gardens and Bird World with the manager, Regine. Regine, this is absolutely sensational. Can you tell me all about the gardens?
We have some fantastic views and a glorious garden to stroll through. We have gorgeous waterfalls that disperse the garden so you can hear the sound of water from pretty well every spot in the garden. There's lakes and ponds that reflect our lovely blue sky.
It's certainly a must-see on the Sunshine Coast, and I believe that you have just been awarded as one of the top 6 gardens in the Asia Pacific.
For a small garden that has only just been established 4 years ago, that's a pretty special recognition to receive, and that just shows we're going from strength to strength.
This garden covers 14 acres, so golf carts are available to get around. One feature that can't be missed is the bird aviary, where owner Frank Ship is clearly loved by the birds he looks after.
And do these birds live in the wild in Australia?
Some of them do, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Some of them are native. This is one of them. I would say the majority are exotics.
Yeah.
From all over the world, representing most countries around the world.
Along with some other very friendly animals, the gardens have gazebos and tree houses to explore. There's simply something for everyone.
We all feel very passionate about our lovely spot and sharing it with the world.
Well, it's certainly divine. So don't forget that we've got some amazing competitions online and on the show, so make sure you check those out, just like this one.
Now, we all know that life's luxuries never end at Nova Caravans, and that is not going to change. But I'll tell you what can change, it's your luck, because your friends at Nova have decided to give away a Bravo caravan worth more than $59,000, and you, my friend, could be in the running to win it. Inside the Bravo, you're going to discover a queen-size bed, 22-inch TV, full ensuite, the roof is one-piece fiberglass construction, and the floor is one piece as well. There's everything that you're going to need to get off the grid in style and enjoy yourself. For all you die-hard caravanners out there, you'll notice that the Nova Bravo looks the part with its two-tone cladding. But on top of that, you get a front boot and a tunnel boot and everything else that you could possibly want to be self-sufficient in your own little patch of paradise. So get online and enter at whatsupdownunder.com.au. Now, you can only enter once a day, but you can enter every day. So get busy and get on it. Coming up after the break, we get back on the road with our Lotus Caravans.
And make our way to the coastal beaches of Noosa.
What's up, down under?
Today's episode was made possible by our partners at Lotus Caravans. To see the entire Lotus Caravans range, just go to lotuscaravans.com.au.
Travelling Australia can be very rewarding, but there are a few risks out there amongst it that you can't control. Just one of those is contaminated fuel. Now, I'm here with Gav today from Diesel Care to talk about their fuel filter systems. Gav, tell me about what happens with this bad boy.
So we do a range of filter kits to fit all the modern common rail diesels. It's just there as an extra line of protection. It's cheap insurance. So if you are travelling and you happen to pick up a bad batch of fuel, you've got an extra line of protection there to stop it getting through to the fuel system.
When we talk about contaminated fuels, what sort of stuff's in the fuel?
So we're talking about water, particulate matter and algae. They're the main killers of the fuel systems.
This contaminated fuel, what can it do to our engine?
So if the contamination gets through to your fuel system, so your pump and injectors, they can cause them to fail, and that becomes an expensive repair on these later diesels.
Well, it looks like there's a fair bit of work in it. Could I do it myself?
Yes, you can. They're designed as a DIY kit, so that they're brackets that are specific to the vehicles, all the fittings, hoses that you need to fit it up, no drilling of holes, it's all existing mounting points that come with instructions.
So there you go, folks. If you want to protect your trip and your vehicle, get in and see the guys from Diesel Care, or jump onto dieselcare.com.au and find out all the information about getting a kit for your car.
Reluctantly, we left Lily Ponds in the Lotus Caravans, and even with a little rain, it was a beautiful drive.
The drive down to Noosa from Mapleton is quite tight, it's quite windy, it's quite a steep range. So we had the two off-grids, not a big deal. But the Tarmac is quite a big van, and to come down there, I thought, how's this going to go? We didn't miss a beat. The whole three of us just stayed together, made our way down, nice and safe. There was no issues. The views, magnificent. And I've got to say, there wasn't one person there that wasn't looking forward to Noosa.
We made it to Noosa and pulled into the Active Holidays Big Four Noosa, where I caught up with Campbell for a quick tour and a chat.
Well, I'm here with Campbell from Active Holidays Big Four Noosa, and I've got to say, what an incredible park. Campbell, tell me all about it.
We're only minutes away from Noosa Main Beach. You know, we're close to your Monday markets. If you're a four-wheel drive enthusiast, you can jump over the punt and go for a drive along the beach. There's so much to do here.
So what else does the park have?
It's a family park, which is great because I've got kids of my own. So we've got a jumping cushion, we've got a toddler swimming pool, we've got a larger swimming pool that's got the shade, which is really important in those summertime. We've also got a games room.
Tell me about the caravan sites.
So we really cater for every type of caravan or a camper. So we've got the grassed sites. All our sites are powered, which is fantastic now with everybody trying to plug in their iPhones and iPads and things like that. But we also have a lot of cement blocks which are powered, but they all come, those slabs come in all different sizes. So if you've got your camper trailer right up to your we've had buses here, and yeah, we cater for all types of people with those. We've got some cabins as well, from your budget cabin all the way up to your 3-bedroom cabins as well.
Now, I heard a little rumour that the nightlife in Noosa is pretty rocking. Can you recommend anywhere for us to go?
Oh, look, I've heard that there's quite a few places that you can kind of bop out at, but with kids, I kind of like to lay low at the caravan park and have a nice one. So I'll let you go and explore some of the places that are on offer.
And that's exactly what we're going to do after the break. So don't go away, and we'll be back with some of the Noosa nightlife.
What's up, down under?
Win an Armour XD walk-up camper from Armadillo Campers valued up to $35,940. To enter, subscribe to the What's Up Down Under Travel Saver card for 12 months and receive one competition entry, plus our bi-monthly magazine and bonus DVDs. Thousands of discounts on holiday parks, tours, attractions. Subscribe for 2 years and receive 2 bonus entries. To find out more, just log on to whatsupdownunder.com.au/armadillo.
You'll find everything you need for a great Aussie holiday at the Queensland Caravan Camping and Touring Super Show at the Brisbane Showgrounds. From the 8th to the 13th of June, hundreds of exhibitors and brand name products all at one location. Find out more by logging on to caravanqld.com.au.
If you're purchasing a new caravan, then look for the RV Map manufacturer's key and you could win a Mitzi Triton. It's that easy. The RV Map manufacturer's key is a symbol of the manufacturer's commitment to build and supply product to all relevant Australian design rules, regulations and Australian standards. See your nearest dealer and you could be a winner. For more information on the RV Map manufacturer's key and your chance to win a Mitzi Triton, just go to letsgocaravanandcamping.com.au and follow the prompts.
Well, so far we've had an incredible time here in Noosa.
And just because the sun's gone down doesn't mean the day's over when there's a Hastings Street around.
That's right, and we're going to go and check out the local nightlife starting at Miss Moneypenny's.
Let's do it.
Oh, could I get something very tropical, please?
Tropical, please. Tropical.
What did you order?
What do you reckon? Have a guess.
Well done, Joe. Cheers.
Cheers, Macca.
Cheers to you. Along with music and cocktails, Miss Moneypenny's has an extensive menu which caters to all tastes.
Macca, Macca, I feel like we really just bonded.
James bonded.
Thank you, Miss Moneypenny.
We wandered all the way up Hastings Street in the night time, which with the twinkling fairy lights just speckled all the way up the street, it really feels like you're in another world. You really do feel that holiday buzz when you're in Noosa because everybody is in holiday mode, and so were we. After Miss Moneypenny's, we headed over to Season, which was this beautiful restaurant right on the water. Being on the coast, I had to go for fresh seafood because there's really no place else to get it. When the waiter brought our meals to the table, it was not only a feast to the eyes, but it was also just so deliciously fresh to smell, and tasting it was just the best.
Well, that wraps up our first episode of our 4-part series. And it's all thanks to our partners at Lotus Caravans.
Catch us again next week where we get into a bit more adventurous stuff right here in Noosa before packing everything up, heading up to Harvey Bay where we'll show you once again what's up down under.
What's up down under?